All right, let's talk social media. Ever feel like you're just throwing stuff at the wall and hoping something sticks? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. So today, we're going to crack the code. We're diving into the strategies that pros use to actually build a powerful brand online.
Look, we all get it. Social media is a huge opportunity. I mean, it's the rage, right? But here's the catch. It's also kind of unpredictable. So many brands are out there trying, but they just can't seem to find a strategy that sticks. And that's the puzzle we're going to solve today.
So how do we solve it? Well, we go straight to the experts, social media marketers. And listen, these aren't just people posting selfies. We're talking about specialists who live and breathe this stuff. They're the ones creating amazing content, figuring out exactly who the audience is, and staying on top of every single trend to build a brand's whole online world. Their insights? That's our roadmap.
So let's get into the first piece of this social media puzzle.
It all kicks off with creativity. I mean, in a world with just an endless stream of content, how in the world do you come up with fresh ideas, ideas that actually stand out? Let's crack that creative code.
And I bet this is a question you've asked yourself a million times, right? You're trying to manage a brand. Maybe it's your own, maybe you're juggling a few for clients, and every single one is different. How do you stay inspired? Where do you get these ideas day in and day out?
Okay, so here's the big secret. Except it's not a secret formula at all. It's actually the opposite. The real key here is that there is no one-size-fits-all strategy for social media. That thing that makes your brand unique, that's not the obstacle. That's your biggest advantage. It's your muse, the very source of your inspiration.
Just think about it. It's so obvious when you see it like this. On one hand, you've got a bank. It has to feel professional, trustworthy, right? You're talking to homeowners, investors. Then you've got a skate shop. It needs to be edgy, cool, casual. Totally different vibe for a totally different crowd of teens and young adults. See? The strategy doesn't just fit the brand. The brand is the strategy.
All right, so you've tapped into your brand's unique voice. Awesome. But how do you make sure anyone's actually listening? Well, the next piece of the puzzle is all about who you're talking to. It's time to crown the audience king.
This brings us to the most important rule in the entire playbook. The audience is king. It's a really powerful idea. Every single thing you do, every post, every campaign, it has to be for them. Because if your audience isn't interested, honestly, nothing else matters. So how do you serve this king? You've got to become their biggest fan. You study them. And this isn't about guesswork, right? You need to really dig in and understand their world. What's their age? What do they do for fun, for work? All these demographics, this isn't just a boring checklist. It's literally the blueprint for creating content that they will genuinely care about.
Okay, but even if you're creating the perfect content, there's still this one thing that makes almost everyone a little nervous: negative feedback. We've all been there. So what do you do when those comments start to turn sour?
The very first step is just a change in mindset. The experts say you have to accept that negative comments are, quote, part of the parcel. It's just part of the deal. Getting a negative comment doesn't mean you failed. Actually, it means you're in the game. It's a totally normal, expected thing in this line of work. So what really matters is what you do next. The absolute worst response, just ignoring it, pretending it didn't happen. That's the amateur move. But the pro's response? You address it. You jump in, see what the problem is, and you try to resolve it. That right there, that's how you can flip a negative into a huge positive.
And why is that so powerful? It's simple, really. It makes people feel heard. It makes them feel valued. Think about it. When you reply to one negative comment, you're not just talking to that one person. You're sending a message to your entire audience that you're listening and that you actually care. And that's how you build real trust.
Okay, so let's pull all of this together. We've cracked the creative code, we've crowned the audience king, and we've figured out how to handle the tough feedback. It all boils down to one clear, powerful philosophy. Here's your 3-point strategy, straight from the pros. Number 1, find your inspiration in what makes you unique. Number 2, crown your audience king and really get to know them. And number 3, address all the feedback, good and bad, to show you value every single person. And when you put all 3 of those pieces together, you land on the single biggest takeaway. What is successful social media really? It's not about gaming the algorithm or chasing viral trends. Fundamentally, it's about being human-centric.
That's it. It's all about understanding people, valuing them, and making a real connection.
And that leaves us with one final, very important question. Every single day, your audience is talking to you. They're communicating with every like, every share, every comment. They are talking. So the real question is, are you really listening?